Hello? Is this thing on? Hello? Oh my god, guys, I haven't streamed in forever. I haven't streamed in goddamn forever. In fact, I even forgot how to stream. How do I change scenes? It's on, it's on. Oh, thank god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's on. Hey guys, how's it going? Hello Lily, how's it going? Hello Donut, how y'all doing? Hope y'all are doing well. I haven't streamed in about 2 weeks, I think. Question mark? Hello, welcome back. It's been a while. Um, in fact, I'm in game and I'm like unmuted. Okay, hold on. Okay, so the plan today is we have a few things we need to update on. Like why I've been gone and all that stuff, hiatus things. I'm not gonna go in detail or anything about anything of my life. Let me lower the music because that's kind of loud. I'm not gonna go into detail about my life, but you know, I've been gone for about 2 weeks, so I guess I should say something. And then we're gonna go over things we're doing in the future for future content stuff, which is kind of something I do like every stream. But yes. So, I have to first say hello everybody. Welcome to stream. Why is my stream dying? Why is stream dying? Hello? It says it's back. Are we back? Are we back? Okay, that was super weird. OBS was just like, drop frames, drop frames, drop frames. Oh, you're fine. Okay, sick. I don't know what that was. I don't know what the heck just happened. Okay, anyways. Okay, what did I just say? We're gonna go over why I was gone for 2 weeks for just like very surface level details. And then we are going to go over what we're going to do for the rest of FizzCraft. Okay, because I don't know if you guys know this, but FizzCraft, you know, season 1, we've been in season 1 for I think like 9 months now, you know? I don't know like how long the season's gonna go. I haven't been told anything. There has been no official announcement. But usually the lifespan, if you look at like FizzCraft or Hermitcraft, sorry. If we look at like Hermitcraft and kind of like the lifespan of these types of vanilla servers, usually one server is roughly a year long-ish. Depending on whatever the details. So I personally, for Driftwood Wharf, I need to figure out how I'm going to finish this project. And that's what we're going to kind of discuss today. What is the finishing point for Driftwood Wharf? Or at least some sort of like level of, right? Okay, so I hope you all are having a good April. Today is the 6th. Hope you had a good start to your April. Hope you had a good start to your week. It is Monday. Personally, I considered like right before stream, maybe I shouldn't stream today because I'm kind of in a weird mood. I've been for the past few days, and honestly, it's because of the weather. The weather has been stupid hot between the hours of like 2 p.m. to sundown. And then it's been like right now it's cold. I'm wearing sweats and a sweater. It's 9 a.m. right now. So it's like cold between morning till like 12. And then between 12 and 2 is like perfect weather, you know? So it's because the weather is so chaotic right now. My mood has also been like upset. But anyways, let's get into the game. We're here on FizzCraft. Hey everybody, how's it going? Long time no see. I hope you're doing well. I'm doing pretty okay. I had a pretty good break. So let's start off with let's stand over here. Let's stand over here, guys. So I had a good break. I did go on break for 2 weeks. I was originally okay. Let's back up. Beginning of March, I was like, hey, I have a thing IRL that I need to deal with at the end of March that I should. Also, my window's open. If you guys can hear random not stream sounds, please let me know so I can close my window. There's like construction outside. So I was like, okay, I have this IRL thing. Okay, I have this IRL thing at the end of March. So I should probably figure out what I'm gonna do with that around then, right? But then that time kind of just like snuck up on me, and I suddenly had to kind of like dip without telling you guys. Sorry. I had to dip without telling you guys because I just was not paying attention to the calendar. Um, and then after that, I decided to actually take an extra week off, just to kind of rest at home, honestly, because I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know if you guys have been paying attention to my YouTube channel. I've been kind of grinding it out. I've been posting a lot more. I've been, hi, Jelly! Hi! Thank you for the 41 months. Oh my god, hi! Welcome to stream. Hope you're well. I'm updating my life. So, I took that extra week because I realized I kind of just wanted to take a little break from content. You know, okay, I don't want to air my grievances out on stream. But I'm gonna do it very briefly in a very like, oops, I was supposed to land on the water. That was horrible. I'm gonna do it very briefly in a very normal way, okay? I have been making YouTube content and like Twitch content for like 5 years. And it's so weird, like being very creatively satisfied with what I'm doing, but then like not being able to do it full time. It's almost like that in and of itself is almost like burning me out because I can't continue doing it. You know what I mean? Anyways, that's a whole nother thing. Where do these go? Where do I keep these? Okay. Anyway, so back to why I had hiatus. So I'm not gonna go into too much detail. Hi, Kami. Hi, Kami. Welcome to stream. You like Minship? I forgot to update the stream notification. I'm so sorry, but I know exactly what you're talking about. Mint chocolate chip is very good. Yeah, so my hiatus, I did some IRL stuff for a week-ish, and then I took like a content hiatus to continue that afterwards, and that's why I was gone for 2 weeks. But for the most part, I am fine. I am good. I am of good health and of good spirits. I am, you know, I've been kind of not, I haven't played Minecraft for 2 weeks. I've been playing Pokopia, which is kind of just like playing Minecraft, really. If you really think about it, I'm just playing Minecraft right now. Whenever I open that little Pokopia game. So that's like the very, very surface level of things that I did, okay? I didn't really do anything that I'm like sharing on stream, but I'm also saying that I wasn't like anything bad or scary. I don't know, you know what I mean? Or because we're going very well. Nice. Not dying. You know, I'm glad to hear you're having a good Monday at least. You're gonna see Mario Galaxy? Nice. I haven't seen the first one. Okay. I have like personal beef or something. I just don't like Chris Pratt. I just really don't like Chris Pratt. And I don't appreciate that they made him the voice of Mario. That's all I want to say. Okay. So that's the very brief surface level things of what I did for the past 2 weeks. I did some IRL stuff and then I took a break hiatus. I played a lot of Pokopia. In terms of other life things, as you guys know, at the very end of January, at like the last day of January, last week of January, I was in fact laid off from my day job, and I'm still looking for something. So that's also something that's kind of like in the back of my head constantly, which is also kind of why I was like, okay, maybe I should take a break from content. That's also a really big thing. My one-sided celebrity beef, yes, yeah, like you would check Black. Yeah. Yeah. So I don't have that with Jack Black. I think Jack Black's okay, but I can see what you mean by that. I just lost my train of thought. What was I talking about? Yes. Okay. So that's why I had a bit of a content hiatus. So, going on to what am I going to have for the rest of content, coming forward? Yes. Coming forward this week, I am going to have at least one more stream this week. It might be today, honestly. I might have 2 streams today. I don't know. But I do want to stream Pokopia and Minecraft every week. Whether that's 2 streams in one day or 1 stream one day and then the next stream another day. That I have not decided yet. But what I'm announcing is I am going to be changing the stream schedule in order to kind of like fit that a little bit better. And the next FizzCraft episode 12, I'm projecting will come out before the end of the month. I think it's crazy that I have double digits of episodes because like I think this series and my hardcore series are the only series on my channel that I have had reached double digits. I think. I think everything else I've either like stopped before I hit that double digits or I've like privated it. You hate Jack Black. I'm sorry. Something's up with them. I think Jack Black's okay. I liked Kung Fu Panda in the Minecraft movie. It's all right. um. Anything else schedule wise before I move to the next mental topic? Anything else schedule wise? I don't know. I think that's about it. So we have a FizzCraft episode that I'm planning to get done before the end of the month, which is also why we're on FizzCraft because I need to build. Okay, let's go back here. I need a freaking build, guys. I have this over here that I need to get done. This over here, this is what we're working on next. Welcome everybody to the entertainment district of Driftwood Wharf. And this leads me to my next topic of today, which is what is the finishing point for Driftwood Wharf? What is the like? Okay, I'm okay with the server like closing in on this. You know what I mean? This is the next topic. Okay, so we've talked about why I was on hiatus for a bit. We talked about I'm doing like my mental like check before I move on to the next topic. So we talked about why I was on hiatus for a little bit, and we talked about schedule stuff, Pokopia. Yes, we will now talk about what is the finishing point for Driftwood Wharf. So I've been working on Driftwood Wharf for roughly 9 months now, with 11 episodes. That's about an episode a month, a bit more than. I think the first month I uploaded 2, right? Oops. And then last month I uploaded another 2. But yeah, I think this is a really good cadence that I'm honestly, I don't know about you guys, I'm really proud of myself for uploading as consistently as I have. And building all this. But if I were to right now, just like off the cuff, like decide, okay, what is the finishing point? The I guess like the last icing on the cake, I don't know, of Driftwood Wharf is to at least finish the entertainment district. A whole pregnancy, yes. Is there ETA for next Jackbox night? I have not mentioned any ETA for next Jackbox night. I am like, my social battery is not great, which is why they're only like once a month. My social battery is like horrible, so that's why I can't do community nights like more than once a month. Ask me again in like a week. Ask me again in a week, because if you ask me right now, I'm gonna say no. So ask me again in like a week. That's a good question though. Yes. So for Driftwood Wharf, I think what the finishing point, like I'm okay with the server download being this, is if I were to at least build up this section that I've already sketched out. I sketched this out like over a month ago of what this area is gonna be. Okay. Now right here, I have a very ambitious project that's supposed to go right here, which I don't think I'm gonna put here, so I kind of don't want to say what it's gonna be. I kind of don't want to say what it's gonna be, but maybe I don't know. It kind of depends. I don't know. It'll have to say. But for right now, at least, right here is gonna be the start of kind of like the quote unquote downtown area of Driftwood Wharf, where we're gonna have more condensed shopping kind of areas. I have an idea for a bar. Okay, I have a wonderful idea for a bar that's gonna go down here, and that's gonna continue to here, and then this is gonna be docks. These are, and I have like a lot of boats. It's gonna be so freaking cute. Very excited. But I think the finishing packaged point would be to at least finish out what I've already sketched out right here. So if we take a look from this angle, something I kind of like regret about Driftwood Wharf is having it so long and not like squared off. You know what I mean? It's very horizontal and not a whole lot of vertical going on right here. Right? Yeah, drinking. Yeah, drinking. Yeah. God, I freaking love how these trees came out. These trees came out so good. If you guys don't know, if you guys haven't watched some of the recent episodes of Driftwood Wharf of FizzCraft, these are based on Monterey cypress trees, which are trees that are native to California, and I think they're also like in other places like replanted in Europe, but they're originally from California. And they're these like really gangly trees. They're really cool. I like them. But anyways, so I have an additional project that we discussed on my last drawing stream. Do you guys remember when we were drawing Slimathy? In fact, I think the first time we were drawing Slimathy, maybe it was one of them. I had sketched out an idea for a soup store. Do you guys remember the soup store? Sorry, I had a cough. By the way, I'm still coughing. You guys remember when I was sick a month ago? I'm still coughing. It's not great. Okay, so that soup store idea is fully dependent on like once I hear like how long the server's gonna the season 1's gonna last, then I'll decide whether or not I'll actually make the soup store. But I really do want to make a soup store at some point. So first things first, what I would like to do for today, before we actually start building, because we are building today, is I want to do a bit of a tour, because I realized that both in my videos and all my streams, like I go into other people's streams and I'm into other people's videos like all the time, but I don't do tours around the server, because I don't know if you guys know this, my episodes are way too damn long. That's a massive issue with my episodes. They're too freaking long. And so I try to stuff I try to stuff a bunch of stuff in these episodes, and then I don't have any time to put I've cut so much like SMP stuff from my episodes, because I'm like, well, I built this thing and I've spent so many hours building the thing, so I'm gonna put the thing in, and then it's just okay. Anyways, we're gonna do a tour. We're gonna do a little bit of a server tour. We're gonna hop around. We're gonna check out Spawn for a bit, see what other people have been building. I don't want to go to people's bases because I don't want to spoil anything that people are building. But I'm gonna assume that at least Spawn is like fair game, because I mean it's Spawn. But yeah, yes. Okay, so I haven't built anything at Spawn, and that is fully on me for being an introvert, unfortunately. But oh yeah, my sniffers. Did I ever show you guys these guys? I got sniffers now. I have too many animals here. But anyways, that's a whole nother thing. So let's go over this way. I think the only thing in this direction I have built would be my guardian farm, which is way that way. But this way. So this over here is Lollipop's base, which is the post office. I think in my episode 5 or something, I don't remember. I dropped by here to drop off some of the Blub Club zines, and this is Jesse's base, Jesse Mauve. And then over there is Chalubi's base. Ooh, Chalubi's made a lot of progress on this building here. Denny's has progressed? Oh my god. Denny's has progressed? You bought alcohol for the first time? Wait. You bought alcohol for the first time? Aren't you like 24? Am I tripping? No, I can't ask your age. Sorry, I did not ask your age. Do not put your age. Oh my god, Denny's! Ah! Jelly! This looks so good. Oh my god. Jelly, can you get on, or are you working? I freaking love this roof. I'm so happy you were able to make this roof. The way that you like the shape of it. Ugh. You know, this reminds me of, okay, I need to figure out how to make those retro computer games work, because I really, really want to stream those. You had to go to work? Oh, you hoe. Sorry. I'm jealous. I'm just projecting my jealousy. I wish I had employment. This looks really good. This looks really good. I really like you chose the green terracotta. This is nice. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, are these have you been taking the iron from my base? Or is this the ones that I gave you? Regardless, I love it. Daniel? Want to trade? No, I do not want to trade. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. Among Us. Okay, anyways. I noticed that the iron farm was out of iron. I was like, okay, the either Jelly did this, or oh wait, I needed a backpack. There we go. Among Us. Oh, okay. Before I continue the tour, have I missed anything else? I don't think so. So I talked about the soup store. I talked about what I want to do for Driftwood Wharf. Uh, I don't know. I think that's kind of it. So if I were to get to this is the type of thing that I don't really talk about on stream, but I feel like this is the opportunity to do it now that I'm off hiatus. Does Slice this is like something I asked myself before I start streaming every stream. Does Slice SI want to do content full time? You know, Slice SI currently does not have a job, so I technically have the opportunity to like full send this, if you will. That is a thing that I could theoretically do. And if I'm being honest with you guys, I kind of have already attempted to full send, like doing content full time. That was my month of February. I uploaded, I think I uploaded about 3 videos in the month of February, or maybe it was like 2 and then like 1 came out right after. Anyways, it doesn't matter. I want to say month of February was like my attempt at like full time content creation. And if I'm being honest, I can't post as much as I should. I can't. I don't think even after like 5 years of making videos and stuff, I don't think I can. I don't think I have that in me. You know what I mean? I think it's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. You know? Griefing immediately? Hell yeah. It's what we do. It's what we do. This is nice. Okay. On with the tour. So this is the Purple Llama Club built by Jesse. Yesy. If it's purple, you could probably assume it's Jesse. Like anything on the server. Or it might be Eli. But I think more likely than not, it would be Jesse. It's a Purple Llama Club. Which Jesse hosted a spelling bee recently. It was part 2. It was also like part 1 that I did get recorded. But again, I couldn't fit it in a video, and honestly, I don't know if I want to put more clips of me. I participated in part 1 of the spelling bee, and I did not include it in my episode 11, I think it was, because holy crap, I can't spell. And it's just pathetic and unfunny. So I was like, I don't want to put this on the video. But there are several other POVs, I'm sure, already somewhere. You misspelled spelling bees? Oh, I'm so sorry. Maybe somebody has it on their VODs channel. I think some folks have VODs channel. You should check out if other folks have VODs channels. P color, yes. It is a very, very good color. This is the Llama Protective Services Office Department. Llama Services Department. This is Clover's build. It's very office. It's very building. Yes, this is where a lot of not lore has happened. That's a building. Yep. And over here specifically is spawn. You know, another thing that I cut out from one of my videos. Whoa, that's a creeper. I need to get a bed. Hold on. Another thing I cut out from my videos was the winter event. I think. I don't think I showed that at all, right? But again, that was another thing where like, I think I preferred other people just having watched it from their POVs, whatever it was, or maybe I'll do like some. I might do like a bloopers episode at the end of the season of all the SMP stuff I didn't include. I might do it because I have the footage still. I didn't like delete it or anything. But the winter event, which is we had a, what is it called? Secret Santa event. You have to go have a good. Oh, thank you for coming by, Jelly. I appreciate it. Thank you again for this help. I appreciate it. I hope you have a good day at work. I hope you have a good day at work, and I hope nobody bothers you, and I hope everybody is nice to you. Yes. Yes, we had a Secret Santa event, and I used my Happy Gast, Rudolph, and a bunch of donkeys, and I was Santa, and I dressed up as Santa, and it was great. I think I'm in episode 2 of Chalupi's video, if I remember correctly. I don't remember. I'm in other people's POVs. You should watch everybody here should watch everybody else on FizzCraft. I don't know if I have the command, because I keep forgetting. I have so many commands I need to make. But let me find it for y'all. Oh my god. Has anybody else used Blue Sky, and is your Blue Sky super freaking slow? Mine's taking forever to do anything. But if you guys want to know anything FizzCraft, it's this. Shit, I'm so sad. Yeah. Anyways. Yes, so I have a lot of like redacted SMP content that I'll probably make as a bloopers at the end of the season. Probably if I get around to it. I don't know. I have all that footage somewhere. But we had it with a Secret Santa event, and then what else have I not included? I don't know. Oh, also another reason why I cut out a lot of the SMP stuff is I do a lot of Blub Club stuff, and that's like my SMP thing. You know, so if you guys look at my episode 4, that was like all SMP stuff, like other people doing, like, you know, I don't think I built anything in that video, did I? I mean, if I did, then it was very short. And that was like an hour-long episode. So freaking long. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing with my content, you know? I don't know how I'm doing with my content. It's very satisfying to create, but like the actual output and the viewer experience, I don't think is good. So it's up and down, really. But this building right here at Spawn, this is Town Hall, and I believe it was built by Eli. Yes, I don't know why I said I believe, I know. It was built by Eli. Door's over here. Let me make a pathway to the door. Can I go in here? I hope so. I hope I can, am I allowed to go in here? Hello? And I believe Eli is making a like actual library for folks to take books and stuff from. Yeah. Very cool stuff. Very cool stuff. And I think that's kind of it for Spawn. Oh, there's also Mace's store. Mace has a what's the word? Shulker shell store right here. I think this was built by Lan, if I were to guess. I don't know. I think this is okay. Can you guys tell me what's wrong with this pricing? I saw this like a couple weeks ago, and I asked Mace. I was like, Mace, what the hell is this? So it's 32 for 15 diamonds or 64 for 45 diamonds. Theoretically, you could pay for 2 32s and it'll be 15 times cheaper, right? I think this is very funny. I think it's very funny that nobody on the server, besides maybe Lan, could do math. From my understanding. I think it was like episode 10. Was it 10? Where we had that other Blub Club meeting. Len was doing all the math. But anyways, yeah, that's it for the Spawn tour. But the Spawn. Oh wait, hold on, wait. Okay, wait, one more thing. I forgot. There's this building. I totally forgot. I'm so sorry to Lego. This building was built by Lego. Awesome Lego. This is the courthouse, which has yet to be used, by the way. Nobody has freaking used this. But also, where am I putting my soup store? My theoretical soup store. Theoretically, if I make soup store, it might be next to the Denny's. So I think that just like, I don't know. I think that makes sense. I don't know. Or maybe, I don't know. I kind of want a soup store somewhere. I have to think about it. But this is also built, this courthouse was built by Lego. It hasn't been used yet, though. I don't think has anybody sued anybody? Has anyone seen if somebody sued somebody? I haven't. Jury room. Scary. Y'all ever have to do jury duty? I've been called to do jury duty twice. Once was in, like, the middle of pandemic lockdown. And I was like, hell no. and they were like, okay, that's fine. And then the next time was literally Christmas Eve. And they canceled the actual date that I have to go. So, but anyways, yeah, no, those are the only 2 times I've ever been called for jury duty. And I think of all the people I know that have actually gone to jury duty and have been selected as a juror, I think only one person has ever actually been selected as a juror. Everybody else had to like wait in line for super long and then just not be selected and then go home. Okay. And we're back. We're back here at Driftwood Wharf. Okay, so I have sketches of paper. I didn't take photos of them, so I can't show you guys it. But I have sketches on my little piece of paper of what we are building here. So the, let me read it off for you guys, okay? Sorry, I have my, if you hear some clangings, because I have my snack plate with me. You've been called before, but it was before you had a car, so you couldn't attend. Oh, interesting. You could say you don't have cars, so you can't attend. I don't know what like are allowable excuses. Okay, so for the part 1 of building up the entertainment district, because entertainment district is definitely gonna take multiple parts. For part 1 of building up the entertainment district, the builds we have are Draftwood, which will be a bar, a pub, if you will, or bar. I think more like pub, closer to a pub than a bar. Sorry, my VTuber is freaking out. I think closer to a pub, but Draftwood. We have an oddities shop, so a shop that sells things like shells, necklaces. You know, like you guys ever go to like a beach town, and then there are those like little tourist stops that sell random knickknacks. And you guys know that? You guys ever watch a SpongeBob movie? You know, not to spoil like a 20-year-old movie, but you know at the very end where they're at the knickknack shop with all the dried fish and things and like the that stuff. Yeah, we have an oddity shop, and then we have a sweets shop, and a boutique. Is it called Shell City? I forgot what it's called. Yeah, but yeah. You're lacking proper transportation, and if they look into a situation, they see no car registered. So what would they do? Ooh, I don't know if I would be able to get away with that because there's a lot of public transportation in my area. But I guess I could see that being a thing for areas that don't have public transportation. Okay. Anyways, yes. So those are the 4 builds. The boutique is very like vague as like a clothing store, like a random, like some small time fashion designer living off a trust fund from their parents has opened a boutique here at this coastal town. You know what I mean? That's what that's what I mean by boutique. What else? Yeah, that's the 4. That's what 4 we're starting with. So I have a sketch here already of a build. So one build is going to be right here. Small building, right? In this kind of like square off place. I haven't decided what the actual road is gonna look like. This is kind of like a suggestion, really. What I have here. This is a suggestion of what the road's gonna look like. But the first build is gonna be right here, and this is gonna be, what do I have it sketched out as? This is the oddity shop. It's gonna be right here. And then right here we're gonna have the boutique. The sweet shop is gonna be right here. Oh damn, this is gonna be a lot bigger than I thought it was gonna be. And then the pub is actually gonna be on this level, extending out this way. This is a lot closer than I thought it was. Uh-oh, that's not good. I don't build things in creative anymore because I get really impatient and I don't like building things twice. I've said this a million times. I think building things twice is like the most annoying thing ever. But, okay. I think we're gonna make this work. The pub is not gonna be too big. It might be too big. I don't know. But this is good. So we have a few dead spaces in between the artisan district. I was about to say artisanal. That's not the word. Artisan district and the entertainment district. But so if we look at how at the density of the artisan, I'm just saying words. Let me breathe. Let me breathe. I'm fine. I'm alive. Okay. I'm made of flesh and bone. Okay. Drinking my coffee. Slurping. Okay. So if you look at the density of the artisan district, wait. I have magic, dude. Why am I flying around? Okay, we have magic. If we look at how close together the properties are at this first part of my Minecraft base, we see that we have a lot of space in between, right? Between these two builds, and like the property kind of is vague right here. I really like this for the artisan district because it lets me put little details in between, right? So like because there's a space right here, I could put this little detail of like a little this is where the butcher is. I'm just gonna fly in here. Hey, I'm gonna stick over here. This is where the butcher is, and there's like smoke coming out of his stove thing, right? And then this is where the smoke supposedly would come out of, right? Theoretically, this little, what is it, like a little chimney thing? And then we have enough space for this fake electrical pole. It goes here, that kind of stuff. I like having these almost alleyway spaces. But when we work on the entertainment district, we're gonna be squishing a lot of stuff together. There's not gonna be a whole lot of that. I think this is probably gonna be the last of this right here, this like foliage. I have a build here. That's gonna be actually halfway off. So I have this extra space that's behind the road right here. I don't know what I want to do with this. You know, have you guys ever been to like a coastal town? Anywhere on the West Coast, I think. Like whether it's California, Oregon, Washington. A lot of coastal towns have no parking anywhere, but they also have like no public transportation. It's like, how do people get around, you know? It's kind of like one of those secret ways. Okay, this is me getting like way into it, but it's like one of those like secret ways that they control how many tourists can come to an area. It's by not having parking and having no transportation there. Anyways, I digress. Let me grab some sketch blocks and we will get started. Yes? Yes. I'm gonna turn on, okay. What do I want to do with this? Do I want to turn on replay mod? Or do I want to record? I can really only do one or the other. We'll do a replay mod. Yeah. Okay. I'll put my sketchbook away. Sketchbook, go this way. Thank you. Okay. What is happening? I have no dirt. Oh my god, that's horrible. It'd be really great if someone on the server could just like sell dirt. I would buy dirt. Your awful manager called in today is a good day. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Dude, Slash High stream day. Your manager called in. You're having a great day, Kami. Hell yeah. Okay. Do I have... Oh, let me get a little more sketch building. You know what I haven't mentioned at all today? On this whole stream? Dude, it's been 43 minutes. 43 minutes? Almost 44? I haven't mentioned hockey one time. Are you guys proud of me? I'm mentioning it now. We're talking about hockey. Okay, so we're entering... Oh, I have dirt in here. Oh, hello. We're entering the playoff push for many teams in hockey, okay? If you guys don't know sports, basically the playoffs are the only games that matter. Everything else is like futzing around. It's a whole lot of futzing around and doing nothing, okay? The playoffs are the actual, like, okay, these teams versus these teams for actual, who's the best of the teams, right? Who's the best of the teams? Everything else before that, it's like God only knows, you know? And man, have I never been more stressed in my life. I think this is actually taking... The reason why I think I'm coughing still after a month of being well, I think I'm coughing still because I think watching sports is putting... What is the word I'm looking for? I think it's bad for my health. I think watching sports is bad for my health, and that's why I'm still coughing. Champions League KO phase for us Europeans. The playoffs? Champions League. What the hell is Champions League KO phase? Why is there so many words? Why can't you just choose one word? What? Anyways, hockey. Why guys choose one word? Anyways, okay, so I'm gonna sketch this out. So this build is gonna be, I want to say it would go out to here to where these stairs are gonna be. So these are stairs. Okay, we have a stair path leading from here, and we have a stair path leading from here. between these two builds. Okay. And I'm thinking actually I kind of want to make this 1 wide instead of the 4 wide that it is. Or maybe I'll make this one 1 wide. I want somewhere at this area to be a rickety single wide stair, like how I have over here. Hold on, I could do this faster if I just fly over. See how this like little 1 wide stair going down here? I like this. It's kind of nice. It's kind of like quirky, you know what I mean? But anyways, hockey, right? Okay, we're gonna talk a little bit about hockey while I sketch this out. The crazy thing about hockey, because a lot of people say, oh, well, hockey's too confusing, and you know it's hard to pay attention to what's going on. The crazy thing about hockey is a lot of the rules are made the F up, and most of the time people don't follow the rules. It's like the most unstructured game I have ever seen, and I think that's the reason why I like it so much, but also the reason why it's like stressing me out. What build is this one gonna be? This is gonna be like the oddity shop, isn't it? Or is this one? Which one is this one? Hold on. What am I putting here? Yeah, this is the oddity shop. The frick? Okay. How big am I making Shell City, guys? You guys know the show Whose Line Is It Anyway? Where they open up the show. It's an improv comedy show. And they open up the show with the rules are made up and the points don't matter. That's how hockey is. It's made the F up. You could have like here at the playoff push. So there's a team that's the Vancouver Canucks, okay? And they've not been doing great the whole season. They have not been doing great. Well, I guess more so like closer to this half of the season. They have not been doing great. But for whatever reason, they beat one of the top teams in the league by a wide margin, by a crazy margin. Just because like which is why like all the other games before this point in the season like kind of don't matter. Cuz like all of a sudden just have like teams, I mean they're already out of playoff spot, which is like even funnier. Like why would anyways, I don't know. I'm just full of emotion. Sports. Anybody else here watch sports? Besides like football. Football is lame. American football, that is. Too many commercials. Did I count that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7. Okay, do I want this 7 by 8 or do I want it 1 wider? Do I want this a perfect square? I kind of want a long rectangle. So I can move this back 1. Actually, no, I'll move it forward 2 or 3. Thoughts? Right? So let's look at, let's actually use this camera. Okay. So if I'm thinking about the skyline of this build, oh, actually, that's not gonna work. I do have to make it shorter this way. So if I'm thinking about the skyline for this section, I want it to be really dense. So I want all the roofs kind of like really not necessarily touching, but like very close to touching. Except for right here where there's gonna be stairs going down. But maybe I'll put something in between. I could do something with this. This will work. And then the height of this is actually gonna be shorter than this. I'm feeling. I want to say relative. So if I were to kind of like measure, I think most builds are gonna be this height, probably. But even maybe like 1 or 2 blocks higher. Yeah. Because I don't really want anything to be much higher than my base. Okay, so most things are gonna be between these two builds. I'm seeing a lot of things I'm kind of like drawing in my head, but you guys know what I mean. Y'all watch my videos. You guys know exactly how to build, right? Everybody here is a what used to be here? That's just where my elytra usually goes? I think so. Next method, okay. Oh my god, that stuck up on me. Sorry. Oh my god, I think I just sneezed out my last brain cell. That's crazy. What was I doing? Building. Yes. Bless I. Yes. Okay, so I do need this more that way. Oh, you know what? I actually kind of have a quirky idea. That's kind of cute. Ooh, that's gonna go into this though. Yes, Donut, I get you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, I have a better idea for this build. I should like draw this so and like put it on screen. But it's okay. You guys will see it in a second. Actually, leave this one. So I have this idea. I have idea. Okay, just hold horses. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Hold horse. Here. We can all be blessed. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Okay, so I'm thinking, you guys see this archway I have right here? I have archway here. I like arches. I think arch is good. I even have the arch for the painting. This is a vanilla Minecraft painting, by the way. It's like arch looking thing. This is also has an arch right there. I think I want to add another archway right here with a second floor room on one side of the oddity shop. I think that'd be kind of cool. I'm gonna sketch it out with dirt here so you guys can see what I mean. Like that banner looks like a credit card? Wait, which one? Which one looks like a credit card? This one? That one. This one? All of these? That one. A diagonal? Yeah, I can see it. I can see it as a credit card. Speaking of credit cards, you know how you can like put designs on credit cards and stuff? I've never done that. I'm like too scared to ask because I really want to put my dog on. I really want to put. I want one on my dog. I want one on my dog. She's sleeping right now. She's snoozing. This is not even. Holy crap! How did I f this up? How is this not even? What the hell? Her card now, yeah. Actually, I spoil my dog. And you know, people are like, why are you spoiling your dog? I spoil my dog because she's 12, okay? Once your dog hits double digits, you spoil them. That's the law. That's the literal law. Your dog hits double digits, I don't know, like your life is theirs now. That's just how it works. Or you go to jail. Newest stream highlights. Hell yeah. Yes. Has everyone watched the newest stream highlights video? I'm really glad you guys like it. I worked very hard on it. Again, that's another video where like the creaking stream I just like stumbled upon. I was like, oh, I have yet to make this into like anything. I don't even think I put it on TikTok. I was like, oh, you know what? Let's screw it. Let's put on a stream highlights. Yeah. You know. So. Deep Dark Warden video still hits? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. I'm glad that there's longevity to those videos. I will also say, I don't know if this is like cringe or whatever, I do rewatch the smoothie video. I rewatch the cookies and smoothie video whenever I'm sad. Because it just makes me laugh. It makes me genuinely laugh. You met up with your 14 and 16-year-old dogs. Oh, babies! I think when I was younger, I did not like old dogs because they have that old dog smell. You guys know what I mean? My dog has it now too. But there's like a certain peace and like tranquility that old dogs and only old dogs have. That, you know, you just don't get with young lads. Yeah. Think yes. So we have second floor here, right? So theoretically, imagine a room up here. Okay, it's gonna be a room up here. This is the ground floor of said room. And then let's say it extends like a few blocks out. They would chase after birds. Ugh, oh my gosh. Ugh, puppies. Honestly, yeah, like my dog too is like becoming like seemingly more behaved in certain ways. But I think she's just like over chasing things. Which, you know, it makes me a little sad. Makes me a little sad. But you know, it comes through and every now and then and she'll have her burst of energy. Ugh. 32 for the price of 15. You know what's crazy? I've been to Mrs. Fields again recently. And did I send this in the Discord or did I talk about it on stream? I think I talked about it on stream where they were selling 60 cookies for the price of 40 cookies, I think. It was like buy 40 get 20 free or something. And it was like $20 or something. Like stupid. It was an insane deal. Like actually this is like you know, crazy. But then I was like, when am I gonna eat 60 cookies? Number one. And number two, they only had 2 flavors. They had some like random sugar cookie and like some other, I don't know, plain cookie. They didn't even have like the semi-sweet milk chocolate chip. They didn't have the chocolate chip ones. And I was like, what even is it? Oh god, it's thundering. Yeah. Got 2 old dogs. I don't get your meaning. You got 2 old dogs you gotta think about if you get... What? I don't get it. I know you have a cat that you talk about a lot. And then I think you've mentioned you have dogs, but I don't ever hear you talk about your dogs. My stream is getting crunchy again. Hold on. Okay, I'm gonna sit still for a second because stream is, according to OBS, it's being weird again. Sipping my coffee. What the hell? Did you guys see that? Huh? You want to buy these? Ooh, mini cartography table. That's so cute. I don't really need anything else. This mini cartography table might be cute. But I think most of these things I can just make. I don't think I need to, whatever. I don't need it. The key to saving money, guys, is to simply not spend it. Okay? You gotta tell yourself, hey, I don't need it. And you know what? I don't. Also, I need to get this guy away because... this guy's gonna cause problems. Well, specifically the llamas are gonna cause problems. What do I do with you? How do I get rid of these guys again without killing them on stream? Because I don't want people to get mad. I just want you to be physically away. You inherit the dogs. Oh! Now they're getting very old. Ah. You see. I'm just gonna make these llamas be over here physically. I don't know if you guys know this, but Chalubi does in fact kill llamas on stream. I don't know how he keeps getting away with it. You know? You can just like relocate them. Move them over there. They'll despawn eventually. Where'd the guy go? I was gonna boat him away. Oh my god. Come on, dude. Come on. Oh, you know what we also haven't talked about at all? Okay, so we went back and talked about hockey for a second because we forgot about that. We also haven't talked about the freaking update to Minecraft. I went on hiatus like right when they announced it, I think, or something like that. There's a Silver Cube update, and then also the one that actually dropped, the tiny takeover. Sorry, Kami. Okay, I'll wait a second before I talk about. I'll wait a second before I talk about that. I'll wait a few mo's. And then this room's gonna be actually kind of small. Surely one of them will say when they're actually back. Ouch. How did you walk back? Okay, whatever. He's just here now then. He just exists now, I guess. Okay. That's a good height, right? Good height? Oh. Good height? A little bit taller, actually, than I wanted it to be, but that's okay. That's actually a lot taller than I wanted it to be. Did I want this to be 2-story? A really good question. Because I don't have to have a 2-story. Also, why is my VTuber like freaking the F out? Am I like sitting funny? Hold on. 5 seconds. Am I sitting okay? Everybody sitting okay? I think I'm sitting fine. Okay. Hello, Magic Chemist. Hi. Welcome to stream. Hope you're doing well. How's your day? Okay. Okay. Did I want a second floor for this? Because I didn't sketch out a second floor. That's kind of just how it happens. Because if I do a second floor for this building, then the sweet shop is going to be gigantic. Why did I freaking give this a second floor? I can't fit that. Or, okay, how about this? How about this? Okay, I have an idea. Idea, brain blast. Idea, brain blast. Brain blasting. I'm blasting my brain, guys. Hello. Welcome, Kami. Okay. Now that you have returned from the ad dimension, we're gonna talk about the update. We're gonna talk about the Minecraft update. So there's a tiny takeovers at the actual drop, and then there's the Sulfur Cube, the next upcoming update. So you guys know me. I'm incredibly easy. Huh? I what? I don't know what he's talking about, Kami. Anyways. So you know how I'm incredibly easy to please in terms of like updates. You know what I mean? I'm very like, yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, dude. Hell yeah, Silver Cube. No comment. Because honestly, at this point, in a game that's been released for this long, like who the frick cares? Release whatever, you know? With all the mods and stuff? With all the mods? Like, yeah, dude, just like screw it. I will say though, I do feel like the tiny takeover update was like they could have just had that be in the next update, so the next update could be bigger. You know what I mean? I feel like the Tiny Takeover update is like it's just a retexture, right? They changed some things under the hood. A Tiny Takeover, that's the one where they had all the babies. They remodeled all the babies. Oh, I'm blasting. Yeah. So I didn't even realize I said that, copy. You know what I mean? Brain blast. You know, Jimmy Neutron? It's a Jimmy Neutron reference, okay, guys? People over Silver Cube into working airplane. Yeah, I've seen like people turning the Silver Cube into like a light rail, I think, or a monorail, and then I've seen one that made Silver Cube into like a bomber plane. Crazy. Craftable. Oh yeah, the craftable name tags, and then the golden dandelion. Yeah. With the babies. So they that's like that's kind of all they added. Which I understand the drops are supposed to be small. But that's like ridiculously small, I think, and it almost feels like they could have just put that into the next one or into the previous one. You know what I mean? Yeah, they have a lot of like random stuff in there. Okay, this is not centered the way that I want it to be, so I need to pull this back. Swear to God. Okay, let me do. How tall do I want this to be? That DM1 and DM-1 thing is a huge thing for data mod type people. That's like that's how they separate the end world and stuff, right? Or something like that. I haven't looked too much into that. I'm not a modder, so when I get to that part, okay, I usually watch Azuma's videos for the updates, and whenever we get to that part where he's talking about the under the hood stuff, I just like blank out. I just zone out because I'm just like I got too much going on in my life to pay attention to whatever this is. I'm sorry, bud. I appreciate it though. I'm glad that's happening. Rebuilding the code from the ground up, but no one's going to know that. Oh, you know what else? Didn't they add colored lighting to Bedrock and they didn't announce it? Wasn't that a thing? Isn't that crazy? They added colored lighting to Bedrock and they never said anything about it? And that's like the biggest thing that's bigger than the Tiny Takeover? They renamed. Oh. Interesting. Crazy. I think, honestly, I think I would be more impressed from Tiny Takeover if they had the marketing centered around that. As opposed to the 5 retextures that they did. I'm sorry. I'm being a bad fan now, but I think it's fine. Whatever. I'm happy with whatever they update at the end of the day. Did I want it this tall? I think I want it one more block up. Yeah. I'm going on the big screen. Oh my God. Look at me, Bob. I'm on the big screen. I'm on the big screen. Can I say curse word now? Is curse word allowed on the big screen? I don't curse. I'm sorry, guys. I don't curse. And it's not because I have like morals or anything. It's because it just never entered my vernacular. And so now when I try to curse, I sound like a 12-year-old. Say wiener, wiener. Wiener. Crazy. That's crazy stuff. My allergies are starting to hit. I'm gonna close my window real quick. Hold on, guys. Everybody, hold your horses. Plus as high as walking away from the computer to close the window. Okay. I'm back. Kind of, sort of. I need to sit in my chair properly so my VTuber doesn't freak out again. I'm here. I'm here, I'm alive. Can you guys believe that this VTuber you guys are seeing now is about a year old? Or is going to be a year old soon? Isn't that crazy? I've had this VTuber for almost a year. I made it myself, and I haven't made any freaking updates to it. I need to update it. I really do. I really, really want to update it, you know? I gave myself the superpower of being able to make my own stuff, and then I don't use it. It's kind of crazy that I shoot myself in the foot like that, you know? Same thing for all the channel points, dude. I gave myself the superpower of being able to like make my own channel points and all that stuff, and then I haven't added one in forever. Or at least a new one. Okay, I like this a lot better. Okay. Okay. So this is going to be the oddities shop, right? And then we're going to have a kind of like a little attic. You know how a lot of stores will have those decorative attics? Or those decorative kind of like parts of the store, like a fake clock tower? I think that's what this is going to be. Maybe I'll put like some Easter egg in here. I don't know. But I think that's what this section is going to be. Maybe like a bell tower or something of that effect. You know, something aesthetic. You learning rigged animation that never using it. Yeah, that's kind of I literally learned how to make a 3D VTuber model from scratch. And then I used it once. Well, I guess I used it twice for both of my models, my older one and then this one. And then I never used it again. Oh. It's kind of crazy how I keep doing that to myself. Okay, anyways. So we have kind of like the basic shape, right? We have the basic proportions. When you walk in here, store, yay, woo! Walk out here, ooh, stairs, oh my god, you can walk out this way, this way, and stairs down to the lower level, whatever. Okay, we're gonna have another build here. That's gonna be more or less the same size as this one. And then there's gonna be a third building right here, which is gonna be a little bit more like how these ones are, with the sloped roof. So they're gonna be a little bit more complicated. The sweet shop is gonna be more designed. Whereas these two buildings are a little bit more basic. And then the pub is going to be at the pier level, which I'll get to eventually. That one has like a bit of a different shape to it, I think. But first, we need to actually take a pause from sketching out the shapes of things. So now I have the size. Now we can go back and look at the palette. What blocks is Slices High going to use for this build? You may be thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to use the same exact ones I've used for all the other builds here. And then we got oak, we got jungle, we got birch. That's birch. We got birch, we got copper, yeah, oh yeah, acacia, bamboo, ooh. Is Slices High going to be using the same ones? I actually don't know. I think for the entertainment district, we have the opportunity to use different builds. Because right now, you know, this is technically the industrial district right here. This is the industrial district. And then this corner right here is the artisan district, and then entertainment. So I mean, oops. I mean, for two districts, I've been using the same palette, but I think I could switch out of it. Honestly, I think this is possible. If I really wanted to, but I do think it has to kind of fit a little bit in terms of like the kind of like the patchwork effect that we have going on. Anyways, I am just saying words and excuses. I want to use mangrove. Where did I put my mangrove? I have 20 blocks of mangrove to my name. Holy smokes. That's embarrassing. All right. I guess we're gonna look at this real quick. Yep. I kind of want to use mangrove, and I kind of want to use maybe jungle or maybe spruce. We'll look at spruce. Sure. I'll use these. And then I'll use jungle. Thoughts? I don't know. I have a really effed up way of thinking of color palettes. Where I don't really have like a logic behind it. I just kind of keep putting blocks down until I like it. Sorry, I have to cough again. Well, my VTuber caught me drinking coffee, and it just like made a really weird face for a second. Oh, maybe I shouldn't clear my throat with coffee. I should probably clear my throat with water. Are we still smart and intelligent? Okay. Let me bring these over first, and then maybe I will. I don't even know what I'm gonna make the pier out of, like the actual dock out of. I don't know what material I'm gonna make it out of. Um, I'm very impartial to bamboo. You know, I love using bamboo, but I don't think I'm gonna use bamboo for the pier. I think I might use spruce. I have like, cause number one, I have so much of it. Number one, I just have so much of it, and number two, I just think it makes a little bit sense because I think in the context of what I've already been using, it looks older, like an older color. I think the entertainment district is going to be the oldest quote unquote area, and that's kind of why I feel like I want to use darker color woods. If that makes any sense. I don't think that makes any sense. This is just like Minecraft is made up. The rules are made up and the points don't matter, you know? Okay. I think that's what I want to do. He's still alive. These guys all still alive. Okay. How do we feel about this? Maybe. You know, spruce kind of has like this greenishness. Well, it's not really green. It's like it leans towards green, but you know, you guys know what I mean, right? But then the slab doesn't have that at all. It kind of like loses whatever this color is. It has a little bit like maybe right here, closer, but not really. Anyways, that's just a whole nother thing. I'm only going to... What do I want to do with this? No, I think the red is too... Yeah, I think, yeah. That's the weird thing about jungle. Right? Kind of like what they have in common. It's like that weird. It's kind of weird. Yeah, I think we're gonna go spruce with the dock. That makes sense to me, I think. At this moment, at least. I don't know if I'm gonna actually follow through with that when I get here, but I think that's what we'll have for now. So if I'm using this for the docks, that means I can't use it for anything else, I think. I think. Methinks. I'm making things up. You know? Okay. That's that. Let's see. Yeah. I want to make a skinnier pathway somehow. Maybe it will be this one. Right here. And this is like a railing. You guys ever go to like a much older piece of architecture of some kind? Whether that's a building or like um things that are in between buildings, like little stairwells or little alleyways that just have not been updated. You know, like nobody has like the city hasn't updated, hasn't rebuilt, or maybe like a park or something, you know, it has to be rebuilt. And like the parts of the railings just don't make any sense because like everything else around it has been rebuilt. Like maybe the concrete has been repaved, or maybe the stairs have been remodeled, but they left the original railing in and stuff like that, or they the terrain around it is just falling apart, you know, that kind of stuff. I always feel like a weird sense of like this like not nostalgia, but like a wonder of like what something looked like in its when it was first built. You know what I mean? I don't know. But anyways, I just have this thought of like maybe I could make a one wide pathway by making the railing right here, and it doesn't need to make sense. It could be a little bit effed up. Maybe this is an older building and it just doesn't really make any sense. I saw this really old building, historical We love historical laws. I saw this really old building that kind of is what is inspiring this, because you'll have like these really gentrified neighborhoods where like, you know, you have this like high rise, you know, it's like it's really fancy and they got like penthouses or whatever, and the next day you have like remodeled condos or whatever, and then there's like this one random building that's clearly from 40+ years ago. That's not even that old. That's not even that old, and it has like the one that I saw had like these slats on the side of, I don't even know how to explain it. So imagine a regular apartment complex, a 2-story apartment complex, and on the exterior it had these like, I'm like doing motions with my hands, it doesn't make any sense, but it had like this fencing that was attached to the wall of the exterior, and it kind of looked like what you would expect wind blocks to look like, but they were made of wood. It was weird. It was like hold on. It's the type of architecture that I kind of like because it doesn't make sense. I kind of like it because they used materials and they used like good wood to make no effing sense. You know what I mean? Hold on. I want to sketch this out for you guys because it's like something that really interested me. That's why this apartment complex. Okay, so imagine we have built here, right? This is first floor, and then second floor sticks out a little bit. I'm just like rebuilding this freaking building I freaking saw. Okay, yes. Okay, so imagine this is the second floor building, wall, first floor, right? And then there's like windows, whatever. And then there was just like these extra things of wood in front. The whole wall looked like this. And like, you don't see this architecture anymore because it doesn't make any sense. And it's just a lot of materials that's just being wasted. Clover's on. Hi. You know what I mean? You guys know what I'm talking about? Of like just builds that don't make any damn sense, but it's in real life. You know what I mean? So a regular roof, regular everything else, except it also has these like things of wood just in front for like whatever reason. I want to do stuff like that in Minecraft because it just, I don't know, it's quirky. And then you see modern condos being made, you know. You see a lot of modern condos being made, and you see like historical locations being torn down and replaced for apartments that nobody can afford, and they're boring and they don't have any character to them. And you see like fast food places, even, you know, like the OG like McDonald's places, you know, they used to have funny shaped roofs, man. The old school Denny's, they had funny shaped roofs. That's what Jelly's building, you know, with a funky roof. But you know, you can't resell the building when the business goes bad because the roof is funky. But it's like, damn, you know, I want some flavor in my life. I don't know. I guess I'll put it in Minecraft instead. Okay, so back to what we're doing. What was I saying? Yes, pallets. We were looking at pallets. Horribly distracted there. So if I theoretically did, okay, that was once a Pizza Hut, and you could tell. I think that's quirky, you know? I miss that stuff. Roof is just way too iconic, yeah. I don't think there's any Pizza Huts near me. But if there is, then I just don't know of them. I think this is a good color combination. I kind of want the pub to have the mangrove roof, no? I feel like that's more of like a pub color. And this pub, they're gonna have a TV and they're gonna be showing hockey every night. Okay? That's the law around here. I make the laws. My town. Okay. Hockey required at the pub. Anyways. What do I want to do with this? I'm very tempted to rebuild what I have for the fisherman's house roof because that's a really nice roof. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be so honest with you guys. I think this is like the best roof. One, I don't think the best roof. Definitely one of the best roofs I've done. It's just so nice the way that this turned out. It's so sexy. I don't know. It's so like yeah. um. Anyways, and I did a little bit of that over here as well. Uh, I think on this roof, what I like the most about it might actually be the fact that I use like 5 different blocks. I think that's why I like it so much. So I use oak? What is that? Oak, jungle, mud to 2 copper. That's kind of crazy of me. I kind of want to do that again. So maybe we don't stick to 1 palette. So what else can we do? What else can we lean towards? But darker, I think. Yes. We start. Ooh. Do we want to use pale oak at all? I totally forgot. Do I have that? Totally forgot that wood exists. They need to add more wood types. God damn it. Okay. What else do I have? Nether? Oh. We don't use this anywhere here, huh? Ooh. Wait, I don't think we do. I think we only use this at, there. I don't think I use, yeah, I don't use warped wood anywhere here. Ooh, maybe we used to warped wood somewhere. Okay. Thinking, processing. We also have some dark oak. I guess I could, nah, I don't want to use dark oak. Oh, I do have some pale oak. Maybe just like look at what this would feel like. Okay, I have this problem where I don't like using pale oak because it's pink. Which is fine that it's pink. It's fine, like pink is a great color. It's just like, it's like a touch of pink that it feels, I don't know, it's not what I want for this, I think. I wish it was more gray. Do you want to use this? It's too bright. I think the entertainment district might be closer. I think my brain is envisioning like more monochrome, almost, which is kind of sad. No, yeah, these aren't gonna work. Let me get a few. Oh, you know, I have sugar boxes. What am I doing? So mangrove is a yes, but I think I want to use it for the pub. I need to bring my donkeys over. I should have brought my donkey over. Okay, hold on. Let me go get my donkey. I'm kind of stumped. You know, I think an easy answer for me would be use birch. Because I use birch for the fisherman's house, and that just like lets me have a very like do whatever the hell I want with a roof moment. Should I just use birch? I haven't used any stone for walls either. I could use stone for the walls of some kind. And then wood for the roof. That is a thing that could exist. I haven't done that like at all though. No, I think it's like a little bit. Nah, not really the vibe. What vibe am I going for here? Maybe. No. I don't want that. Oops. What am I feeling? I think I'm feeling oak and the oak variants, maybe? So, like, beehives, for example? Which is a little bit dangerous. That's entering a bit of a dangerous territory there. That's the thing I could do. Because oak has a lot of variants in that way. So it has, like, beehives, and then there's, like, the chiseled bookshelf. What else has the same thing as oak? I feel like there's one more. Can't remember. I don't think I'm gonna be using bamboo or acacia for this one. Or fully oxide copper. I think maybe I should use more mud. Let's try mud. Do I use mud for the walls? Ooh. Chat, do we use mud for the walls? I have used mud. That is a thing that I have used already. I could use mud. Maybe. Mud for the walls. Maybe. Oh, I should have. Hold on. I need packed mud. Hot take. I think. The. Ow. God. Damn. Sorry. I'm fine. I do think that this stuff, packed mud, should have its own slabs and stairs. Just a suggestion. Just a suggestion. I think that should exist. So if we do it almost looks like a really old plaster wall. It's kind of like texture. It's a crumbly texture. Cool, cool. All right. I think that's where we're going. The walls could be mud, I think. This guy's still here, man. So we don't have to use oak yet. Oak stuff yet. I feel like mud bricks. We love bricks. I do love the bricks. I don't like them in large amounts though. I think this goes for all bricks. Like a whole wall of bricks. I don't know. Unless I'm using stone, so I could like level out some like cracked parts. But like the pattern of this, like, it's always like bothered me. I think the only time I use this as walls is over here a little bit. But even then, I kind of like separate it. I like scatter it out. Some of these. I do love the sound they make though. Hell yeah. Yes. Footstep sounds. Yeah. Maybe I'll make the pathway here made out of this too. We'll see. Good stuff. Good stuff. Oops. Okay. That's flat. This is good. I like this. So what are we gonna do for the roof? I think jungle is too close for a roof. Possibly. Maybe we could do. Maybe we do dark oak. Dark oak. Hold on. I'm thinking. Like, what? It doesn't have to be a wood type. I'm thinking. I don't know. I'm thinking like a green, like a mossy cobblestone, maybe. What build is this again? This is for the oddity shop. We could do like a mossy cobblestone. This is like completely off, like what the original palette is, which is fine. The entertainment district is a, I want to say like the original kind of like part of the city. You guys ever go to Vegas? You guys ever go to Vegas? It's been a really long time since I've been to Vegas, like in this way. But there's like an older part of Vegas, Las Vegas, that is, you know, Nevada. Um, I think it's all like rebuilt now, but like some years ago when I was a kid, there was like an older part of Vegas, like the Strip, and then there's like a newer part. That's what I'm kind of thinking of here, of like you have a part of a city that's like quote unquote newer, which would be like this side, and I think this side would be like the older part of the city. I think it makes sense that this is a bit of a different palette. I don't want to say this part was like gentrified. I just want to say that this part happened after an economic boom of some kind. Which you could, I guess you could word that as gentrified, but like, you know, I don't want to use that's kind of like a bad connotation. Anyways, I think let me get some cobblestone out. Mossy cobblestone, I'm thinking, and then moss. And I'm kind of thinking dark oak as well. Oh, I do have some. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, I'll just do that. I'll have to bring this with me. What else are we gonna get? Moss and dark oak. Yeah. We're now an hour and a half into stream. Hope you all are doing well still. Hope you guys also have had a drink of water and or snack if you are hungry and or thirsty. Thank you very much again for sticking around. I should bring my donkey. My freaking donkey. My donkey that has all my stuff. Frick. My donkey. My super fast donkey. Donkey. My super speedy, super fast, donkey. Where am I leashing you up to? Over here it is. Sorry, my scaffolding blocks are just taking up way too much room in my inventory. I don't need my sword right now, so I think I'm gonna put this away. I can go in there. Yeah. The boat could go back. Yes. Okay. What was I doing? I forgot to get dark oak. I love that for me. That's such a good look for me. I should have ridden my donkey back. Why did I waste a rocket? That's crazy. I'm gonna ride my other donkey back then. Or bringing both donkeys. What is in you? You have nothing. Okay. God, I love my donkeys. Let's just bring these. I don't think I'm gonna use the not stripped version anywhere. Where am I? Hello? Don't get stuck. Don't run away. Okay. Sleep. Sleep. Please. Thank you. Okay. How do I wanna feel for this? So again, we're just looking at the palette. Not doing anything ham crazy with this. But maybe we can also explore what the shape of this is gonna look like. So I really do like that weird ass shape that I do. How would that work out with this? I don't know, you know. Dark oak is so dark. Which is fine. I just don't know how I'm gonna make it work in this. Oh, this should have been flipped. This should have been up and then down, but that's okay. Oops. Then if I do something like that, I lean it to. I'm doing a bit more randomness to this rather than something that's organized. Right? Is that all the slabs I made? Damn, that's crazy. Okay, make more. Do it again. You know what like quote that's been echoing in my head whenever I feel lazy about something or like I feel like not doing something? Completely this train of thought just, you know, derailed, but when I think, oh man, dude, it's gonna take like an hour to do this, or it's gonna take like years to get this done, or you know, it's like excuses in my head. The quote that's been echoing in my brain is, well, time will pass anyway. Isn't that crazy? Like whether or not you do something or whether or not you get started on something, that time will continue anyway. And then you'll have not done that thing. Anyways, that's what I've been thinking about my builds here too on FizzCraft of like, yeah, well, time's gonna pass anyway. Oops, I effed this up. Do I like this palette? I think I like the moss with the brick, but I don't think I like the dark oak. It is true. Yeah. It's true. Time will pass anyway. Whether or not you do the thing that you want to do, time will pass anyway. Which crazy. Again, you know, been making videos and streaming on Twitch for 5 years. My God, you know, time has passed regardless. I don't think I like the dark oak. I'm just so abrasive to using dark oak. I don't know. What else would I use? What else could I use here? Let me put this down. Maybe I do use stone. Let me go grab a bunch of stones. Some rocks. Let me get my rocks out. This goes here. Let me get all my rocks out. Wise Hedgehog said, "We gotta live life to the fullest in the time we have." At least that's what I figure. Thank you, Wise Hedgehog. Thank you. Oh, you know what? I have like a stupid amount of deep slate. Should I use deep slate? I could use deep slate. No, that might be too dark. It's tough. I could use tough. Is tough like too tough to use? I use a lot of stuff already in a lot of my builds, so that is an option. Let me get this, and then where do I keep my? There it is. Andesite. I want to grab a handful of this just because. And maybe do I want copper? Well, ooh. I haven't used this at all. I should try it. Let's try it. Hello? Okay, so let's first this stuff. Iron. Raw iron. Isn't it crazy how like let me show you guys the thing. How like raw iron kind of looks like cobblestone a little bit if you put it like in this order. It's a little bit too bright, I think. It's too bright, but like, you know what I mean? Like the texture and then the color. I did an exercise about this like way months ago. I had like a thing over there that I showed you guys like forever ago about it, but I still think about it. I still think about it. Like, yeah, dude, you should use, I think raw iron blocks would be great as like pathway blocks. Hi, Cameron. And stone and cobble. Yeah, they're like just reverse textures of each other, right? You don't need to tell me about it. I already know about it. Come on. And magma blocks too, I think. Hold on. Ouch. Ah. Hi, Cameron. How's it going? Welcome stream. I have that somewhere here. Where do I put my end stuff? I think over here. Yeah, I do. And then magma. These are all the same texture. These are all the same. Crazy. Anyway. Anywho. I need to do something with the netherrack. I got too much. I should toss it or something. I don't know. So, in Pokopia, right, guys? I mentioned it very briefly, very start of stream, and then now I'm going back to it. Pokopia. You can mine in Pokopia, right? It's just like Minecraft. You go mining for iron and gold and stuff. And as a result, you also accrue a lot of blocks that you're not gonna use. But unlike Minecraft, what you could do with those unused blocks is you can sell them. You could sell blocks. I've been using useless blocks as currency. and then the Pokemon just buy it. They're like, hell yeah. Give me that. Give me those $2,000 worth of volcanic rock. Yeah. I'll take it. I'll eat it up. Nom, 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 nom. Oops. Okay, what am I doing with this? I'm gonna take out the dark oak. I don't know why I'm falling off. Sorry. We're taking out the dark oak. I don't think I like the dark oak. I've tried using dark oak many times in my life, and I just can't make it work. Me and dark oak, I'm sorry. It's never gonna work out. Okay. What is the order of operations of this? This is lighter to darker this way, right? And then we could do... Is my VTuber freaking out again? Stop that. Okay. Sandwich. What kind of sandwich you eating? I'm a huge fan of sandwiches. My favorite sandwich shop, well, it's not like my favorite, but it's like my favorite one that's walkable distance. There's a sandwich shop that's walking distance from me. Unfortunately, has changed their sandwich recipe, and they only give like one slice of meat now. And I'm sad because I can't freaking do that. Man, I can't spend this kind of cash money in this economy on one slice of meat. It's actually a meme. You'd love a sandwich. So, Conway's going on lunch. Conway's gonna eat a sandwich. Have good lunch, Kami. Okay. Am I going... You know what? Let's just place the block and then find out. Let's do here. God, effing damn it. Sorry, guys. I haven't played Minecraft in like 2 weeks, so I'm so sorry that I have these like abysmal... I can't place things. I can't figure out what color palette I want for this build, and it's just... It's pretty bad. I haven't played Minecraft in so long. Okay. Do we like the color descending or ascending? Okay. And then let's try it going the other way. So that would be... That would be not that. Not that. It would be this, actually. I'm stressed out. I'm stressing myself out. Stressing myself out for no reason. Oh, this would be andesite, not? Oh my god. What am I doing? This. I think I like this one better. Frick. Damn it. Freaking efficiency 5. Bullcrap. Stop. Stop. Everybody stop. I think I like this one better. Okay, and then from this one, how do we incorporate the moss is the question. Right? Right. Okay, so remember guys, I'm reminding myself right now. We're doing this type of style of roof, okay? We're doing this style of roof where it goes up and down like that. Right? And then it has like a gradient of some kind. This is what we're doing. So I'm thinking maybe, possibly, if I do tough on top, it would be easier to transition into moss. Going this way? Sorry, I'm so jittery. Go this way, right? Possibly? Whereas if I go this way, I don't think moss would translate well from andesite. Because I could also replace some of the tough, could also instead be mossy cobblestone, I think. And then it could be like... Oops. God damn it. Dude, mother effer, stop. Sorry. I'm fine. That actually looks kind of nice. Okay. Thoughts? Prayers? Okay, so let me reset this. And make an actual effort. This is actually, I've been streaming for 2 hours. This is actually how long it takes me to design things in Minecraft. You know, why does Slice of High only upload like once in a while on YouTube? It's because I actually take a lot of time to design things. I don't know, like, you know, full-time content creators. I don't know how y'all do it. I can't like pump out ideas and stuff like that. That's crazy. I have to like, I don't know, you know? Wait. This is out of order. What order would this be in? If darkest? And then it's this. And then it's this. Right? Yes. This is out of order. Come on. I'm the frick on. Right? Yes. No. This doesn't look right. Why doesn't this look right? Let's do... Yeah, it's not supposed to be this way. Because we have... It's oak, jungle, mud, copper, copper. But here it's jungle, mud, copper, copper, copper. Hello, Clover. How's it going? Welcome to stream. Boo, indeed. Boo. How are you? Welcome to stream. Hope you're well. I am effing up my own design, somehow. This should have like a 5th one then, right? Yes, this should be a 5th one. This could go up one more, and then it could be tough. Let me do this, because I just want it to be... I can see the other side, okay. doing good. That's good. That's very good. I'm vibing, you know? I had a good like 2 weeks hiatus, vibing. First week was a lot of IRL stuff that had to get done, and then second week was just content hiatus because I like being on break. I like being on a break. But now I'm doing good. Back at it. You know? I'm now, you know, crazy Clover? You know what's crazy? I am now trying to pump out episode 12 of FizzCraft. Can you believe it? We're in the 12s. We're working on it. Right now, you're watching episode 12 be made. Crazy. What episode are you on, Clover? Sorry. Hell yeah, episode 8, let's go. I think this looks pretty okay. What would be the next block that's right here then, is the question. Something. Trapdoor of some kind. Yes? Wait, this doesn't look right either. Oh, it's on. Oh, mother effer. Sorry. So this needs to be pushed forward more, or needs to be pushed down? This needs to go up, actually, is what it is. These both need to go up. One block. Okay. But if I'm thinking just the palette, I think this is it. I have to rebuild this entire thing from ground up. I need to rebuild it though. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. I'm fine. Building the roof the other day, going through the exact same thing. I'm fine. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Your roof looks amazing, by the way, Clover. I saw your pics on Twitter.com. I also saw the pic that you took of the back. Honestly, I don't. You know, you're so brave for revealing yourself like that. Is this like the right order? Maybe I should switch these. I feel like I should switch these. That and then that. Another one? Whoa! This is the second guy. Wait, pause. Stop moving. Dude, they're gonna try to kill my guys. Stop moving. Do you sell anything cool? Not really. Clover, so brave. I also saw that the tweet was also doing very well. Very exciting. It's crazy how like Twitter does that sometimes. It's just like so random. Or social media in general. But very well deserved. Very cool build. Okay, where's the guy? You're not gonna be a problem here, right? You're not gonna like suddenly kill my guy somehow magically. Okay, so again, the reason why I relocate the llamas is because they like to spit, and I have a lot of hostile mobs just hanging around. You know, I've had way too many hostile mobs just like get murdered by these guys. Very uncool. Hey, this is Will Beefington. Okay, this is Will Beefington, and this is Beef Wellington. Two lads. I feel like this guy has moved a bit. Am I crazy? I think he's moved a bit. Might have been like a squid or something. If I were to guess. Very cool. Okay. I think this is the better gradient here. Yes? Yes? I think this is it. This is good. This is a good palette. It goes up here. It's not actually gonna go as high as this, probably. I think I'm gonna raise it up 1 block. So I effed up the slope a bit. You guys ever remember calculating slopes in math? I effed up on that. That's what I did. What's the equation? Oh my god, we're talking about math again. Sorry, I have to cough. Sorry. What's the equation for slope? What's the equation for that? There's an equation for it. The slope formula. M equals y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. That's crazy. It rise over run. Damn. Sometimes I do... Wait. Y equals mx plus b. What is that one? Sometimes I do wonder, like, what kind of person would I be right now if I didn't learn math? Because obviously I don't remember a lot of it, but I'm sure that some of, like, the logic has stayed. Probably. I do wonder, like, what kind of person would I be? Would I be a better person if I didn't learn math? Or would I be a worse person? You know? Okay. Okay, we need to reconstruct this. Let's do an actual iteration instead of this, like, effed up whatever this is. Do I have my mud? I do have my mud. I don't have enough mud. It's okay. So if we raise this by 1 more, and then we assume that the crossbar of this maybe is right here, and the start of that would be here. Actually, what is this one? This one starts on an up. So this actually, yeah, that's correct then. And then the next time we see that, it's right here. Can we go for there? Question mark? Yes. You just got an ad featuring Jennifer Coolidge? Oh my god. Dude, okay. Whenever I'm watching hockey, Jennifer Coolidge is on every other ad. She's like advertising, was it the Discover card one? She has one with the hockey player. I guess like a retired hockey player. And then she has like one where she's in a store with another Discover card thing. It's so funny. She's everywhere. Dude. Like, damn, the Minecraft movie really, like, kicked off her career. I joke, but, you know. It's crazy. How do I do this? I don't have any... I do. Starting off this pattern is always a nightmare. This isn't correct. This is wrong. How did I... Okay, so the next one actually, this has to be tough, because it waves. Right? And then this one is this one. Yes. There we go. Okay, that's correct. Okay. Sorry. She's the new Shaq. What? Did Shaq do a lot of commercials? I don't remember. Is that a thing? That's so funny. Good for her, honestly. That's the next one. So. Right? Right? Feel it? Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? I'm really hungry. I should eat. Probably. Okay, what is the block that's gonna go here? So previously we do this, right? With the trapdoor? What am I gonna do for this one though? Are there any stone trapdoors? Does that exist? It's not a thing, is it? Are there any grayish trapdoors? What's the closest to gray that we could get here? This looks really nice though. I like this. Actually, do I like this? Hold on. The proportions are weird. Oh no. Oh god, I need to bring it down one or two. Oh frick. This is what happens when you build on stream, guys. You build on stream and you F it up. Frick. I think I may, yeah, I have to bring it down. Frick. I don't even know if I like the mud walls anymore. I kind of want to go back to the jungle. Hold on. I don't even know if I like them. Hold on. Everybody hold your horses. I don't know how I feel about this. I'm having second thoughts about the mud now. Oh, jungle instead? I don't even know I don't know what I want to do with this build, dude. You know, at the end of the day, this is exploratory. And I don't have to, that's the crazy thing about Minecraft. I don't have to stick with this. You know, I could scrap it. Because the thing is, I don't use stone like anywhere besides in the caves, right? In the caves I use stone. But for the building themselves, I don't use stone. This is very exploratory. I have to think about this. I think what I'll do is, since the building next to it is going to be more or less identical, I might just build it in a different palette. I might like leave this instead of like taking it down. I think so. It is too tall though. It should be like a block shorter so that it could be the correct proportions as this house. I effed up. It should be like 3 to, damn. Anyways, it's okay. It's okay. Because I raised it up. I think I raised it up by 2 instead of 1. That's fine. Okay, so I have been streaming for 2 hours. I know that's not very long for a stream back from my hiatus, but I will be streaming Pokopia next, which may be today. It might be today. I haven't entirely decided yet. I'm gonna go eat and then I'm gonna decide after I eat. So be sure to keep an eye on all my socials. Keep an eye on all the socials, on whether or not I stream again. It will be Pokopia. You guys know what I mean. If you want to watch Sources VOD, it will be on the VOD's channel, most likely. If I remember to do that sometime today. And that's about it. Yeah, you know, stay safe, stay cool out there. It's getting warmer for me at least. Wherever you guys may be. Be sure to drink water, eat all your veggies, as Jelly likes to say. And you know, stay safe. Take care of yourself, take care of your neighbors, and I'll see y'all next time. Bye guys. Bye.